students, Prep 1, welcome to e-learning New Hello English for Prep 1 الأباري Prep School for Girls. Mr. Ahmed Abdul Hafiz معكم. Today we are going to study Unit 10, Lesson 1 and 2. Here in page 34, the title of the unit is Welcome to My Home. What do you think this title is about? Yes, it's about different objects you can see at home. What different objects you can see around you at home? If you look around your room you are sitting in now, you can see different objects around you. Name some objects. Yes, I can see a clock on the wall. Yes, we can see other different objects like your bed. Yes, of course. Some desks, some chairs. Excellent. What other things? A cupboard, a wardrobe, and some devices, some home devices we use every day. Excellent. Now look at these pictures here on page 34 and try to decide what are the things in the photo made of. Here we have some objects like a bag, yes, some toys, some chairs, a cushion, a pen, a glass, a wall. Yes, very good. Try to decide which of the objects has the same name and its material. Yes, we can note that the glass, picture number 3, it's the same name of the objects and the material. It's called glass as well. Yes. Here we can research the internet to know when was the Stone Age. The Stone Age is an era long time ago where human beings use some tools made of stone for everyday use. All tools they use in this era were made of stone. Of course, now you know why was it called this? Yes, very good. It's called this because all tools were made of stone. Now let's turn to page 35. Here, in exercise number 1, you are going to read the sentence and decide which sentences are true or false. Look at the picture. On the right hand side here, we have a small room. Yes. What does this room consist of? Or what does this room contain? It contains some objects for everyday use. You have to read the sentence and decide which one is true or false. Now, you have to revise some material that these objects are made of. If you turn back to page 34, we can revise these objects. Cotton, glass, leather, metal, plastic, stone, wood, and wool. Now let's turn back. Yes. Let's start with number 1. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Number one, the sofa is made of leather. That's true or false? Yes, that's true. Number two, the television is made of glass and plastic. It's true or false? Yes, that's true. Number three, the table is made of glass. What do you think? Yes, that's false. The table is usually made of wood. Number four, the curtains are made of wool. What do you think? Maybe it's made of wool, but I think it's made of cotton. So we may say false. Number five, the lamp is made of stone. What do you think? Yes, that's false. The lamp is usually made of what? Yes, it's made of glass. Number six, the cushions are made of cotton. What do you think? Yes, that's true. They are usually made of cotton to be comfortable. Now let's turn to exercise number 2. We have to look at the table and read the examples. Here we have a small grammar rule. He taught me the structure of made of, how things are made of, and what are they made of. Here you have to be careful of the use of made of and made from. Made of is used when the basic material we make the objects does not change. It remains unchanged or remains the same. But if the material changed, we use made from. For example, if I say the chair is made of wood, here the basic material is wood. Yes. Does it change? No. So we use made of. But if we say, for example, the cake is made of butter, eggs, flour, water, vanilla, for example, we mix all these together. So the outcome, the final outcome is the cake. Does the components or the basic material change? Yes, it changed. So here we use made from. Here in, excuse me, now here in exercise number 3, we have to work in pairs, finding these objects in the photo. Look at these objects in the photo and try to decide what are they made of. Number 1, what's this? Yes, that's a wallet. What do you think a wallet is made of? Yes, that's made of leather, of course. Number 2, yes, that's a dress. What's this made of? Yes, it's made of cotton or wool. Number 3, socks. What are these made of? These are usually made of cotton or wool. Yes, very good. Number 4, what do you see? Yes, that's a tablet. What's a tablet made of? Excellent. That's usually made of glass and plastic. Number 5, what do you see? Yes, that's a bag. What's a bag made of? Of course, that's made of leather. That's usually made of leather, but sometimes it's made of plastic or other materials. Yes. Number 6, what can you see? That's a statue. What's the statue usually made of? Yes, that's made of stone. Number 7, what can you see? Yes, it's a model plane. What's this model usually made of? Yes, that's made of wood, I think. Number 8, what are these? Excellent, they are teaspoons. What are teaspoons made of? Yes, they are made of metal. Now let's turn to exercise number 4. You have to work in pairs. You and your friend take turns to ask and answer questions about possession. For example, what's your pencil case made of? Your friend, it's made of plastic. Again, what's your bag made of? I'm not sure. I think it's made of cotton. And so on. You have to work in pairs with your friend. Now, let's turn to page 36. We have a reading passage here. Read the text quickly. You have to read it silently, but as we are recording online, I'm going to read it myself. You have to read the passage and decide what is the main idea of the article. This article is talking about Deir el-Medina. Deir el-Medina, it was a small village in Egypt. Are you ready? Let's start. In ancient Egypt, there was a village called Deir el-Medina. The people from the village worked in the Valley of the Kings. There were 68 houses. The walls of the houses were made of bricks, and the doors were made of wood. The people painted their houses white with red doors. The houses had a kitchen and a living room, but there weren't any bedrooms. People usually slept on the roof because it was very hot at night. There were usually an oven for bread in the kitchen, but there weren't any taps. People got their water from the Nile Valley about 2 kilometers away. Did you finish? You finished reading? Okay. Now we have some new vocabulary here. They are written in red font. For example, we have the word bricks. You know what are bricks? Yes. We have talked about this. Bricks are solid objects we use for building houses and buildings. We can use cement and concrete to support it. So, again, what's a roof? It's written in red font. Yes, the roof is the top of the house. The highest part of the house or a building. That's called the roof. Yes, very good. So, what's an oven? It's also red. It's also written in red font. An oven is. We always see this device in the kitchen. Mothers use it every day for cooking. Yes. It's made of stone in some houses, but for a modern house, we usually find this device made of metal. Again, what are taps? Taps are something we use to get water. It's connected or attached to a pipe, a long pipe, to get water. You can find taps in the kitchen or in the bathroom. Okay. Did you see the main idea of the article? Yes. It's about materials, different materials for building. Yes. And how are houses made in different parts of Egypt or different parts of your country? Now let's turn to exercise number 2. You have to look at the words in the red in the text, match the words with the pictures. Are you ready? Let's start. Number 1, what do we call this? Yes, bricks. Number 1 is done for you. Number 2, what do we call this? Yes, they are taps to get water. Number 3, what do we call this? Yes, that's oven. And we said it's usually made of stone. Number 4, what do we call this? Excellent. That's a roof. Now let's turn to exercise number 3. You have to read the text again and answer these questions. We can work in groups. You and your friends are going to divide yourself into groups to read the text again and answer these questions. Take 5 minutes to reread this passage and get ready for the questions. Number 1, how many houses were there in the village? Yes, there were 68 houses. Number 2, what were the doors made of? Yes, it's made of wood. Number 3, what color did they paint their houses? Excellent. The houses are white with red doors. Number 4, why did people sleep on the roof of their house? Very good, because it was very hot at night. Number 5, where did the people get their water from? Very good. From the Nile, as there weren't any taps in this village. Number 6, where do you think people slept in the winter? You have to search the internet to check your answer. That was the end of the session today. Thank you and see you next time, inshallah. Goodbye.